So we've got those panels of lightness but dark. Today's video, colour video, what we're going to be doing is expensive brunette with ribbon lights. This is a live I'm doing for Joico Tuesday of this week, so you might see this video maybe this week, maybe the weekend. But this is just my prep mannequin, but I thought I'd film it so you can see it, and if you do watch the live you can come back and you can watch this video of what I did for the rest of the hair, because I'll probably just do a quadrant tomorrow night. Today I'm going to do all of this so you can see all of that. We'll get it all rinsed and then I'll get it all styled so you can see. But what we're doing is we're going to start with our gloss. I'm just going to section off into a simple hot cross bun, but I do want to keep one quadrant out. Actually, I might keep a little bit more than one quadrant out of it, because what I said at the beginning, where the underneath is just short, we won't be ribbon lighting that, sorry, because it will create spots. So I'm going to keep all of this section all out of here, and then that's what I'll do live tomorrow. But this section, let's just get that fringe. So clipped out of the way, and then this is all going to be coloured today. So expensive brunette with ribbon lights. I'm working with the Joico Lumishine glosses. Beautiful colour, my favourite ever sort of colour to work with. And 6NG with 4NWB. That's going to give me a really sort of deep, rich brunette, expensive looking brunette. And that's going to work through the roots and work through underneath. And then when it comes to like the longer, I'm going to go through section by section, and I'm going to be taking a piece which is either ribbon or I'm going to pull the brunette through. There's not going to be loads. I don't want it to really look saturated. I want it to look brunette. I want there to be ribbon pieces of blonde in there to add reflect and add sort of highlights throughout the hair. And then with the bleach today, what we're working with is Joico Blonde Life and 30 volt on a mannequin. I know it's a level 8, but I really want there to be difference between it all. So I'm just going to get these roots on, and then we can start with the application of the ribbon lights and negative space. So where I'm going to take it down to is what, 1.5 to 2 inch, because I want this to be brunette, but I want the ribbon lights to really act as like a reflect, just make it look really expensive. And I love these glosses already, just looking at them, like how they look, just so glossy already. I know it's like wet tone you get with them. I mean, the tone doesn't reflect what's going to be the end result. You can already see the depth of this gloss dropping in there. I can't wait to see this. Last section now. Some techniques I quite like starting at the bottom, others I like starting at the top, but I don't know why, just a personal preference. Let me know in the comments down below, where do you prefer to start, top or bottom? Right, so I'm going to do brunette, start with the dark mixture under here. And because I don't want to get it on my hands, I'll take quite thin sections, we're doing the foil. Making sure we're getting that saturation on there. Drop that down. Getting that nice and saturated. Then when we get to the occipital bone, which is around about there, so probably one more section after this, then we'll start ribbon lighting. There's that. Foil over there. Let's do our first ribbon. And then when you think of ribbons, you just think nice and sort of thick. So there is my first ribbon. Not that piece, that bit is the bit that's going to be negative space in between. So that's going to be dropped out. Here's our ribbon. Just get a nice bead of colour on there. And there's different sizes of ribbons. and I've actually bought some ribbon to show tomorrow night live, sort of like the two thicknesses I like to work with. But just to start here, I'm doing 2 thick pieces of ribbon, and then I'll just blend that up into that colour. Make sure we're getting nice and saturated. And this is nice and quick as well, because with the sections we take, although at the beginning they were quite thin underneath, they are quite thick when they come through, when we're working through, because we want to get quite a bit of colour on there. So again, ribbon, 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 and I just alternate. So I've got 3 sort of thin pieces of ribbon now, and then 2 which are going to sit over the top of the other 2 underneath, so we're acting that as like negative space. But just keep it nice and clean. This is why I like to work underneath from bottom to top, because I can hold these out of the way, I can get some colour on there, everything's nice and clean. There, here's our 3 pieces of ribbon dropping down. Beautiful dimension as well, because we're working in ribbon pieces, and they're different sort of thick ones, then thinner ones, thick ones, thinner ones, alternating. It just all blends in beautifully. So there's that ribbon, and again thick sections. So how many sections that we've done? Bottom, we've done 1 ribbon, 2 ribbon, probably going to be 4 sections if I'm honest. Ribbon, 1 there, 1 there. Comb that down. Get our darker colour. And this can work with anything. It can work with like reds, coppers, brunettes, blondes, brunettes and reds, brunettes and coppers. Literally anything. And it's just completely seamless, just beautiful. There we go. Coverage there. It looks great smooth. Although I'm going to curl it just because I want to show that off tomorrow on the live. And then after, I might do it smooth so everyone can see the difference. But look, we've already got that root diffusion all up in there. Last section here. Probably only get 2 ribbon pieces here, but thinner ones, so they'll sit in between what we've just done as well. And that nice thick piece of brunette sitting over the top of that, raining all over. But I really think this is a really quick technique to be able to put in some dimension and colour into the hair, and working with something that's bang on trend as well, expensive brunettes. Ribbon lights is something which you can use in salon so frequently. And you can take them thinner, take them thicker, depending on the finished result you want. I mean, 90s hair, I think that's just coming to an end now, with 90s colour, and real sort of chunkiness. I think chunky will be there, but I think the whole 90s trend thing is dying out slowly. But yeah, got thicker pieces like that. Just get the saturation on there. How many was that? Was that 5? And then when we come up into that sort of root area, just turn your brush on the side and just flick up into there. Just create that blend. So look guys, that is the finished result on the right hand side. So we've got those panels of lightness but dark running all the way through. The left hand side isn't done yet because that's for the live tomorrow, but you should be able to see like lightness, dark, light, dark, and all sort of exploding underneath. Makes the hair look thicker because you've got that density of colour under there. And then we've just got that little face frame, sort of money piece that just cascades around there. Yeah, so I wish the camera really did it some justice. I've been trying to like mess it up and trying to show the colour exploding on camera, but it just looks better in person, unfortunately. But yeah, I'll try and get some pictures or a little bit of video on my phone or on the camera to see if I can get some any better pictures. But yeah, I love it. So it's like similar to a bronde, I suppose, but it's just a technique in which we put light and dark together, but just gives you a bit of structure with it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you liked the technique. Really quick technique. Like I said, just like flick through those those sections really quickly, and it gives you something like that, really dimensional, but really like impactful, I suppose. But yeah, until next time, subscribe, thumbs up, comment down below. I'll see you in the next video.